Hey guys, it's been Daddy28 here, and today is officially Super Bowl Sunday. So, I'm gonna be making my prediction for this game, and I encourage all my viewers and subscribers to make their own predictions for it as well in the comment section below. So now with these two teams, the 49ers and the Chiefs, I'm anticipating this Super Bowl is going to be way, way more entertaining than last year's Super Bowl that had the Patriots and the Rams. Now, I personally think it should have been the Patriots and the Saints, not for necessarily the reason being because the Saints were kind of screwed in the NFC Championship game, but just for the mere fact that it just would have been a better matchup. Drew Brees versus Tom Brady. But, anyways, that was last year's Super Bowl. This year, I anticipate it being a lot more entertaining than last year. Um, and I want to get to a little bit, basically, in my opinion, of both of these teams. With the 49ers, they kind of remind me of the 2000 Ravens. Great defense. Like an all-time great defense. With a great running game to go along with it, and a mediocre quarterback, pretty much managing the game. Now, Trent Dilfer, who was the quarterback of that Ravens team, was a great guy. You know, understood his role, and he knew that he just had to do his part for the Ravens to succeed, and that's why they were able to win the Super Bowl that year. Um, Now that team faced another basically defensive team in the Giants, so it's kind of like defense versus defense in that game. And really, the Ravens defense scored more than the Giants defense is how it is. I don't think they scored too many offensive touchdowns in that game for either team. Well, the Giants only scored one touchdown. The Ravens scored 34 points. I know they scored a decent amount off of their defense, and I think Jamal Lewis did his part. I don't know if Trent Dilfer had a passing touchdown, but at any rate, basically, that's the difference between that Super Bowl and this one. Is that Super Bowl had two defensive teams. This one has a clear-cut defensive team and a clear-cut offensive team. So the Chiefs, everything runs through Patrick Mahomes. Wherever he goes, the Chiefs go, and I think he's going to be pretty much the top quarterback in this league once Tom Brady retires. He'll be like the top quarterback over the next 10, 15 years or however long his career is. He's basically the heir apparent to being the top quarterback in the NFL. And with the Chiefs, they kind of remind me, this is just off the top of my head, basically what I remember, as far back as I can remember. They kind of remind me of the 49ers of the early 90s, late 80s, or early 90s with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. I think that team had a better defense than the Chiefs, though. But from what I remember, it was a very high octane offense, passing offense. They had a little bit of a running game with Roger Craig, but everything ran through Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. Now with the Chiefs, their running game kind of mediocre, although Damon Williams can have his moments. They used to have a great running back in Kareem Hunt, and they definitely could use him for this game. But I think they'll still be able to get the job done with Patrick Mahomes. Notice I said get the job done because my prediction, even though for the first week and a half I was kind of leaning towards the 49ers, I'm going to pick the Chiefs in this game just because, this is a different era. I'm of the mindset that defense wins championships, but over the last 5 years or so, 5-10 years, the NFL has been kind of leaning towards offense heavy, pass heavy. You got to have a great offense just to be able to win. And I personally believe that the Chiefs, are going to get it done. This isn't going to be a lopsided game. My prediction for this game is my score would be about 31-27. I don't think the differential between either of these two teams, whoever wins, will be that big. Maximum, I think, would be about 10 points. I don't think they'll go beyond that. I just don't see it as a lopsided game or anything like that. So my pick is the Chiefs, 31-27. It'll probably come down to the last one or two possessions of the Super Bowl. It'll be close. and so it'll be a pretty entertaining game. I don't know if it'll be back and forth. I think both teams will go on their own little run, and I think the Chiefs will prevail in the end. So that's my pick. Let me know what you guys, who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. Just leave your prediction in the comments below, and let's get ready for the Super Bowl. I can't wait to see what's going to happen.